whenever you're ready.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, thank you.
The 2024 Strasburg Express are on the air from First Bank Park in Strasburg, Virginia. It is the 2024 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kyle Gutschall. Glad to be with you back here in Strasburg for some Sunday night baseball as the 17-8 Strasburg Express hosts the 13-13 Front Royal Cardinals. Strasburg coming off back-to-back losses. They've only lost 2 out of their last 16 games, but they come in here tonight trying to end the 2-game skid. If they lose tonight, it would be only their second 3-game losing streak of the year. Meanwhile, Front Royal, this is a much different team than what we saw previously here in 2024. They got off to an atrocious start, but they have been one of the better teams in the Valley League as of late. So we've got a good one on our hands here tonight. Chase Ingram gets the baseball for the Express. Ingram making the start here for the Express. Ingram, 6'3" righty out of the University of Alabama, Birmingham. He's from Pleasant Hill, California. Starting lineup here tonight for the visiting Front Royal Cardinals. Leading off and playing right field, it's Brody Popple. Batting second is Jimmy King, the shortstop. Batting third, Kyle Kohler. He is a designated hitter. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Ruben Livingston. Batting fifth is Rene Lostras, the catcher. Batting sixth is Letty Alvarez, the second baseman. Batting seventh and playing left field, it's Cooper Milford. Batting eighth and playing third for the Cardinals is Nick Mullen, and batting ninth, the center fielder, Elijah Grant. Getting ready for our 6 o'clock start here, as usual on a Sunday from Strasburg, and temps are in the low to mid 90s today, so again, the video stream may have some issues at least early in the game until the temperature drops down. So again, if you're experiencing lagging with the video or latency issues, that is because of the heat that we have right now in Strasburg. About ready to get going here. Cardinals won their last matchup against Strasburg. It was the first time Front Royal had defeated Strasburg all season. Ingram from the windup, the kick and the pitch. It's fouled back at 6:02. And the count is 0-1. Strasburg enters the game 1.5 games ahead of the Purcellville Cannons, who are in second place in the North Division. And this year, more than ever, winning the division is critical. 0-1. Fastball misses, ball one. The 1 seed gets you to the second round automatically. And unlike previous years, the other teams have to play just a one-game matchup, just like the Major League wildcard rules used to be. So Strasburg is gunning for that 1 seed, and just like last year, especially around this time, they are seeing some roster attrition, some guys going home, and that's going to be happening around the league everywhere here soon, unfortunately. 2-1's chopped foul. Looked like a pearl baseball there. Needs a little dirt on it, 2-2. One score to keep an eye on from the North Division in Winchester, a 5 o'clock start. Purcellville leading Winchester 2-1, bottom of the 4th. So 2-2 to Brody Popple, the right fielder for the Cardinals. The pitch is swung on and missed. And Chase Ingram strikes him out to start this ball game here tonight.
College of the Holy Cross, number 7, Jimmy King.
Brody Popple out of Florida A&M strikes out to start the game. It'll bring up Jimmy King out of the College of Holy Cross, 6'1", righty, 185 from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He will bat here with nobody on and 1 out. Ingram winds and deals. The pitch is grounded to short. La Sala waits on it, takes his time, throws to first, and gets him out by a step. So 2 quick outs for the Front Royal Cardinals here in the top of the first. It brings up the 3-hitter, Kyle Kohler.
College, number 35, Kyle Kohler.
Thank you for joining us here tonight on the 7th of July in 2024. We hope everyone had a great Independence Day. Kyle Kohler bats from the right side, and he swings and lines one into right center field. Moving to his left and making the running catch is Anthony Biakina. And a quick inning for Chase Ingram in the Express here on the top of the first. We head to the bottom of the first. Aiden Bumgardner's on the mound for the Cardinals, and we'll tell you about him right after this. You're watching Express Baseball here on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. Welcome back to Strasburg. We go to the bottom of the first. Cardinals go down 1-2-3. Strasburg's turn to hit, and they will face the lefty Aiden Bumgardner. Bumgardner gets the start here tonight for the Front Royal Cardinals. He is out of the University of South Carolina, Sumter, from Charlotte, North Carolina. 6-foot lefty, 185. And again, I was talking about Strasburg looks a little bit different than they did even the last time we were here, which is about a week ago. We'll see those changes through the lineup. First pitch to the center fielder, Anthony Biakina, is a called strike. It's 0-1. Rest of the lineup, batting second is the designated hitter, Connor Chisholm. Batting third, Nick Lucardo, the left fielder. Bumgardner sets and deals. Strike two. Batting fourth, Eddie Castillo, the right fielder. Batting fifth, Cade Carr, the second baseman. Batting sixth and doing the catching, it's Chance Reisdorf. Batting seventh, Anthony LaSala, the shortstop. Batting eighth, Randy Carlo, the fourth. He's the first baseman. And batting ninth is Brandon Burkell, the third baseman. 0-2 to Biakina. Just misses off the plate. It's 1-2. Biakina out of the University of North Carolina, Charlotte. 5'8" switch hitter. He's also from Lafayette, California. 1-2, and the pitch. And that's high, 2-2. Talked about the struggles that Front Royal had earlier in the year. It was really a combination of their hitting and pitching, but they've gotten straightened out over the last 2 to 3 weeks. They've been playing much better baseball. 2-2, swing and a foul back. And if the season ended today, I believe they would be in the playoffs. Team that was way under 500 early on. It's a long season, 40 games, anything can happen. Yep, they are 2 games to the good in the playoff picture right now in the North Division. 2-2 to Biakina. Breaking ball inside, almost hit him, 3-2. Looks like the live stats are unfortunately down as of the moment, so we will try to get you updated with stats here soon. Biakina comes into the game batting a .179. He's 5 for 28. He has 3 RBIs. 3-2, swing and a foul out of play. And Biakina continues to battle here in the bottom of the first. Defense behind Bumgardner. Milford's in left, Grant's in center, Popple's in right. Mullins at third, King's at short, Alvarez at second, Livingston's at first, and Lostris is doing the catching for Front Royal. All right, we'll do 3-2 again. Bumgardner trying to avoid the leadoff walk, and a liner into left that is going to be called. According to the umpire, third base side, they call it a catch on a sliding play out there by Milford. You don't typically see those be called hits, even if they do bounce in. But it's called an out on a sinking liner, and there's 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Looked like a good piece of hitting from Biakina. He pulled it to left and just could not get it down on the ground, thanks to Milford making that catch out there. So 1 out here in the first. Here's Chisholm, and Connor takes outside 1-0. Connor Chisholm's been a steady presence in this lineup this summer for Strasburg. 5'10", lefty out of the University of Mississippi, Ole Miss. 1-0. And that misses, 2-0. And I talked about Strasburg losing 2 games in a row. It's unusual to hear that, considering this team picked up 10 wins in a row, lost a game, and then won another 4 or 5 in a row. 2-0. Chisholm takes high, 3-0. But they've got to keep playing solid baseball here as we play through the dog days of July. Purcellville right behind. It's kind of a 2-team race for first place as of right now. 3-0. Breaking ball high, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to Connor Chisholm, and the Express have their first base runner of the ball game.
Now batting the left fielder from Virginia Tech, number 4, Nick Lucardo.
Brings up Nick Lucardo, the left fielder. Lucardo out of Virginia Tech, the Hokies, from Garnerville, New York, 6-foot righty, 195. Lucardo had the night off last night against Winchester. Strasburg fell behind early and couldn't come back in that one. Throw to first, back in there safely is Chisholm. That was the 13th walk of the summer for Chisholm. He's walked 13 times and struck out 13 times. Pitch misses, 1-0. Lucardo batting .308 on the summer. 16 for 52 with 7 RBIs. Strasburg loves to run. They're the best base running team in this league. Chopper to third. This could be 2. Going to second for 1. It's thrown away into right field, and moving to third base is Chisholm. It'll be an error charged to Mullen, and the Express have first and third with 1 out here in the first. Pretty routine play there for Mullen, throwing across to the second base bag, and
Number 9, Eddie Castillo.
it was offline. And Strasburg receives a gift early, first error of the ball game, and it's charged to the Cardinals. So first and third, one out for Eddie Castillo, the right fielder. This is Bumgardner's first outing of the summer, according to Valley League stats. So let's see what Castillo can do here. He takes one down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Castillo batting .265. He's been heating up the last couple of days. Been in the lineup more. 4 home runs, 12 RBIs, throw to first, and Licurdo back in. Again, I was talking about Strasburg and their base running. Connor Chisholm over there at third. He has stolen home multiple times this year. He's done it recently, did it at Newmarket about a week ago. 0-1. That's high and away, 1-1. Hot day here in the Shenandoah Valley. Continues to be, we're under drought conditions. Drought as we have had virtually no rain over the last month, 2 months. 1-1 the pitch, and that's popped up in the infield. Charging is the third baseman in foul territory. Making the catch is Mullen, and there are 2 outs. So the Cardinals get Castillo to pop up in the infield, and that's a gigantic out, number 2. And it brings up Cade Carr, the second baseman. Carr out of Sanford from Hoover, Alabama. It's a huge out there for Bumgardner and Front Royal. Strasburg sliding Cade Carr down into the 5 spot here tonight. Carr's been one of the better hitters for the Express this season. So we'll see if sliding him down works out, and he grounds one to short. First pitch, Charging's the shortstop, throwing the first in time, and Strasburg with a prime opportunity, first and third and 1 out. Cannot get the job done in the first. We remain scoreless as we head to the second here on the Express Baseball Network.
Community College, number 26, Ruben Livingston.
We go to the top of the second inning. Front Royal coming up to bat here. We're scoreless. They send up 4, 5, 6, Livingston, Lostris, and Alvarez. Ruben Livingston, the batter for Front Royal from Harford Community College out of Reading, Pennsylvania. 6'4", righty, 225. And he takes a strike. It's 0-1. Livingston batting .273 with 3 home runs and 16 RBIs, but he is hitless on the season against Ingram. Count is 1-1. And high 2-1. Ingram's numbers coming in top 5 in the league among qualified pitchers with an ERA of 3.15. 2-1. Swinging a chopper to third. Burkell fields, sidearms at the first in time. And there's one out here in the top of the second. Ingram with the 3.15 ERA through 20 innings. He's got 18 strikeouts, make it 19 now.
Number 33, Renee Lastris.
Here's Renee Lastris, the catcher. Lastris out of the University of North Carolina, Charlotte. 6'3", righty, 220. Cardinals visiting gray unis here this evening. Red underneath the sleeves. Red Sox. Ingram deals ball one. Defensive alignment behind Ingram. Licurdo in left, Biakina in center, Castillo in right, Burkell at third, La Sala at short, Carr at second, Carlo the fourth at first, and Reisdorf behind the plate, 1-0. And Lastris takes a high fastball, 2-0. Renee batting .314 with no home runs. He does have 6 RBIs, and he's batting .500 against Ingram, 2-0. Breaking ball swung on and missed, 2-1. Ingram, a quick worker, already ready, lined up on the first base side of the rubber. He works from the windup at 2-1. And changeup misses, 3-1. Letty Alvarez, the second baseman's on deck for the Cardinals. Don't want to throw one down the middle here. And it's chopped to the left side, charging La Sala. Fields it on the hop. Strong throw to first and just gets him in time. Good hustle there by Lastris, the catcher. Don't typically think of catchers being that fast, but he is. And La Sala makes a strong throw and just beats him for the second out. So that's the third ground ball out so far for Chase Ingram that he's gotten. And here's Alvarez, the second baseman. Letty out of Jackson State University, 5'10", righty, 175. Hometown not listed. He's out of Mississippi, however. Ingram deals. Strike called on the inside corner, 0-1. Appreciate everyone tuning in here this evening on YouTube and Facebook, also Stretch Internet. 0-1, breaking ball just stays too far inside, 1-1. You can watch this game on your YouTube app, on your TV, smart device. Just search up Strasburg Express. Another chopper waiting on his La Sala. He's got a plate on a hop. Throw to first is in the dirt, and a beautiful pick at first by Randy Carlo the fourth. La Sala had to wait on it. Took a big hop, and a high pick made by the first baseman, Carlo, and 3 ground ball outs in the inning as Ingram picks up another clean inning. We go to the bottom of the second. Strasburg coming up to bat. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 when we return on the Express Baseball Network.
Number 20, Chance Reisdorf.
We go to the bottom of the second. Strasburg coming up to bat. It'll be Chance Reisdorf, Anthony La Sala, and Randy Carlo the fourth here in our scoreless ball game on this Sunday evening. 6 o'clock start tonight. Reisdorf bats from the right side, no batting gloves. First pitch is called a strike. That was brought back from off the plate, 0-1. Bumgarner deals. Reisdorf takes low, 1-1. Chance Reisdorf out of Texas A&M Corpus Christi. 6'3", righty, 195. 1-1. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. And fielding on the short hop is King. Throws to first. And making the tag at first is Livingston. And there's one out in the second. So one out and bringing up Anthony LaSala.
Number 45, Anthony LaSala.
LaSala out of the University of Pittsburgh. 5'10", righty, 170. He takes a breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. No score here. We play bottom of the second. Cardinals and Express. Bumgarner, the lefty, deals. Breaking ball low, 1-1. Believe LaSala hit a home run at Front Royal a few nights ago. He had nearly hit one earlier in the season. And that's chopped foul. Looks like we're having an issue with our video camera, so please stand by for video. 1-2 strikes to LaSala. And the pitch. That's way outside, 2-2. Again, heat a factor here. Temps in the low 90s. They were higher earlier in the day. So technology doesn't always want to cooperate. 2-2 the pitch. And fastball just missing off the plate. The count's full, 3-2. Randy Carlo, the fourth, is on deck for the Express. Bumgarner sets and deals. Breaking ball, and it's up high, ball 4. So Anthony LaSala draws the one-out walk.
From University of Maryland, number 19, Randy Carlo, the fourth.
And it brings up Randy Carlo, the fourth. Randy out of the University of Maryland. Looks like our video is back on. Again, please be patient with that. Hopefully it will stay on. Carlo out of Reading, Pennsylvania, 6'2" righty. And he takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. 0-1. Carlo takes up and away. So Bumgarner having some trouble controlling his fastball here so far in this ball game. Although he got around it in the first inning, Strasburg had first and third and only one out and could not score. A pop out and a ground out, 1-1, and drawing a throw to first is LaSala. Count still 1-1. Carlo has home run power. And he takes a curveball for a strike. It's 1-2. Carlo batting .291, 11 RBIs. He's also got 3 dingers. 1-2. And that's way up high. Bumgarner unable to put him away on that one, 2-2. Anthony LaSala at first base for the Express. And he draws another throw to first. Not much of a lead over there. And Sala is a guy that can run a little bit, but nothing crazy lead-wise. And the pitch. High again, and the count's full, 3-2. Nine-hitter Brandon Burkell, the third baseman, is on deck for the Express. Bumgarner, deep breath, keeping an eye on the runner at first. Sets and deals. Swing and a blooper into center field. Coming in and making the catch is the speedy center fielder, Elijah Grant. Getting jammed was Carlo, and it stayed up there long enough for the catch to be made. There are 2 outs.
University, number 8, Brandon Burkell.
So here's Brandon Burkell, the third baseman, batting ninth here for the Express. Out of Indiana. Comes into the game batting .308. Swings and misses 0-1. Brandon 6 RBIs. He's 12 for 39, 9 runs scored. Still looking for his first home run as well. .0-1 fouled away, and it's 0-2. Both teams hitless and both teams scoreless here as we play with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Only number up there in the line score, 1 error by the Cardinals in the first. 0-2. Breaking ball down and in, 1-2. There's another baseball. Looks like it's a pearl. Ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Burkell strikes out. That is strikeout number 1 of the evening for the Cardinals lefty, Aiden Bumgardner. Through 2 and off to the third. We're scoreless here on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network.
Milford.
Cooper Milford leads off for the Cardinals as we go to the top of the third inning. Cardinals looking for their first base runner. It was 7-9, Milford, Mullen, and Grant. Cooper Milford is out of the University of Georgia from Cumming, Georgia, 6-foot righty, 178. Facing Chase Ingram here. First pitch, swinging a grounder up the middle, through for a base hit. And the first base runner and the first hit for the Cardinals here in the top of the third.
Baseman from George Washington University, number 18.
Brings up Nick Mullen, the Cardinal third baseman. Mullen out of George Washington University. 5'11", righty, 195. Batting with a man on and nobody out. Ingram deals. Swing and a foul straight back, 0-1. For Cooper Milford, he came in batting about $155, but he raises the average on that hit. Nick Mullen batting .217, 4 RBIs, but he's batting 1,000 against Ingram. 0-1, runner goes, the pitch is high, throw to second base is not in time. It gets away from the shortstop LaSala. Well, one thing we talked about Strasburg loving to steal bases. Front Royal is right there behind them. Second place, Cardinals love to steal bases as well. And they get a man in the scoring position there with nobody out. Another speedy player on deck in Elijah Grant. 1-1. Fouled back off the fist, and it's 1-2.
Please return all those foul balls to the train station. In exchange, you'll get a free spot.
Had some cool news relating to the Express and the Major League Baseball futures game. 1-2. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Runner heads to third. La Sala looks at him but throws to first and gets the out at first. So one out moving to third is Cooper Milford, and it brings up Elijah Grant.
Center fielder from USC of South Carolina, number 28, Elijah Grant.
All right, here's a guy that you've got to be expecting he could squeeze. If I'm the first baseman, Carlo, I'm playing up here. I mean, this is a guy that would not be afraid to just lay it down the first base line. He's got great speed. Seen him all year. Love to lay down the bunt. He swings away and pops it up into shallow, well, pretty much at shortstop, making the catch on the edge of the infield. And Grant swinging away instead of trying to bunt, and it doesn't work out. Quickly, 2 outs. Holding at third is Milford. So anyways, Strasburg's former Strasburg Express right-handed pitcher Rhett Lauder out of Wake Forest is taking part in the Major League Baseball futures game. Lauder, a member of the Cincinnati Reds organization. Pitch is up and away. The year Rhett played for the Express, he didn't really play a whole lot of innings for Wake Forest that year, but he came here, and even though I think they had him on a bit of an inning limit, he still battled the whole summer. He was here from start to finish. 1-0. That's high. And I think he made, I don't know if he made a start in the championship series or very deep in the playoffs, but he was a big part of that championship year for the Express. 2 balls and no strikes to Popple. Swinging a ground ball foul, 2-1. Some great talent in the league that year. Former Charlottesville Tom Sock Wyatt Langford was also in the Valley League in 2021. Langford, of course, already making his mark in the major leagues as a member of the Texas Rangers. He hit for the cycle recently against Baltimore. Fouled back, it's 2-2. Unfortunately for some, it was against Baltimore. Hard to believe that Charlottesville team didn't make it to the championship series that year. Didn't get to see Langford versus Lauder. 2-2 the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Ingram strikes him out. Popple goes down swinging for the second time tonight. And just like Strasburg did in the bottom of the first, they did not take advantage of an opportunity. So we go to the bottom of the third. Strasburg coming up. Welcome back to Strasburg. Kyle Gutshaw with you here on this Sunday evening. Strasburg and Front Royal scoreless. We go to the bottom of the third. Top of the lineup for Strasburg, Biakina, Chisholm, and Licurdo. First pitch from the lefty, Bumgardner misses. It's 1-0. Biakina Line out to left his first time up. He was robbed of a hit by Milford on a sliding catch. Grounds one down the third base line. That is a foul ball. Just foul. And it's 1-1. MLB All-Star teams being announced today. Or the rest of the teams, I should say, the pitching. And then you have to wait a few days. There will be half a dozen or more guys from both teams that won't play because they're injured or whatever. So there will be replacements. 1-1. Swing and a pop-up. And out of play, 1-2. One and two to Biakina. Swinging a liner in the center. That's going to drop for a base hit. The speedy Grant thought about it for a second, but couldn't get there in time, and Biakina's 1 for 2. And that's the first hit of the game for the Express. Comes with nobody out in the bottom of the third. So Biakina could easily be 2 for 2 right now, but he could also be 0 for 2 if Grant had made that catch. But you got to trust, Grant's a pretty above average outfielder out there. If he couldn't get there, most guys probably wouldn't. Here's Chisholm, walked his first time up. He finally gets a strike tonight. He drew the walk last time. I think it was on 4 pitches. It was. He got a 3-0 curveball that was high last time for ball 4. 0-1 to Chisholm. And now he gets 2 strikes. He didn't like that one, though. Said a little bit too far inside. I think if you swing at that one, you hit it right into the ground. And you create some firewood. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Chisholm goes down on strikes. And
left fielder number 4, Nick Liccardo.
There's one out here in the third. Brings up Nick Liccardo, the left fielder. Reached on an E5 his last time up. Hit a ground ball to third with a man at first. And one out. Looked like it was at least going to be an out at second, but the third baseman, Mullen, threw it into the outfield. Third to first, and Biakina back in safely. Well, the Express must have a scouting report on the catcher, Lostris, because they have not been aggressive on the bases yet when they've had opportunities, which is kind of odd. Swinging a liner, caught by the third baseman, throw to first, and it's a double play. So Mullen makes up for his boo-boo last time. He makes the catch, throws it across the diamond for the 5-3 double play, and just like that, we're off to the fourth. We're scoreless from Strasburg. And we're off to the top of the fourth here from Strasburg. We're scoreless, and the Cardinals send up the heart of their lineup. King, Kohler, and Livingston. The pitch to King is a fastball in there for a strike, 0-1. Jimmy King grounded out to short his only time up. King coming into the game batting .317. He is now down to .314. 2 home runs, 13 RBIs. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Other game in progress right now. Percival on top of Winchester, 5-1, bottom of the 6th. So a win for them and a loss for Strasburg would put them a half game out of first. 0-2. Swing and a blooper into right, charging in, and Castillo gets there to make the catch. And there's one out here in the top of the fourth. It brings up Kyle Kohler, the DH.
DH number 35, Kyle Kohler.
Kohler with a line out to center field, his only time up. It was pretty well hit. Biakina had to move to his left, but he got there his only time up. Kohler batting .314. Swing and a miss. Ingram reared back and fired that fastball right by him, 0-1. Fastball, strike 2. A lot of right-handers in this Front Royal lineup. So when you're facing a guy like Ingram, it's a little bit more difficult. Ground ball right side. Second baseman charging, throwing to first. And Carr throws him out. Kohler was moving at about 30% speed. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Jammed him a bit, Ingram did. Got it off the end of the bat. But a good job from Kohler, at least putting it in play, down 0-2. So 2 outs here for Ruben Livingston. He grounded out to first, his only time up. Ingram deals, check swing. He went all the way around, 0-1. Ingram's last time out was against Front Royal. It was on the road at Front Royal. He picked up a no decision in that game, I believe. 0-1. Fastball, called a ball, 1-1. Swinging a ground ball left side. Burkell fields it. Sidearms it to first in time. And another 1-2-3 inning for Chase Ingram. Cardinals go quiet. In the top of the fourth, we head to the home half of the fourth inning. Strasburg sends up Castillo, Carr, and Reisdorf when we return on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. Scoreless as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Castillo leads off for the Express, and he takes a curveball right down the middle for a strike, 0-1. It'll be Castillo, Carr, and Reisdorf for Strasburg. Castillo popped out in foul territory his last time up. Swing and a foul back, quickly 0-2. Strasburg had a great chance in the first inning, first and third and one out after an error by the third baseman. But Castillo popped out and then Cade Carr grounded out. We're scoreless here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 2 hits combined. 0-2. Breaking ball misses, 1-2. Bumgarner has worked around some trouble for the Cardinals. He deals outside 2-2. Second inning, he walked a man. Third inning, gave up a hit. So he hasn't had a quick inning yet. But he's gotten the job done. 2-2 fouled back. Other games being played tonight at 7 o'clock. Newmarket's at Woodstock. And Covington is at Culpeper. 7:30, Charlottesville's at Stanton. And Waynesboro's at Harrisonburg. In the South Division, what feels like we know nothing about them and they know nothing about us here in the North. Charlottesville leading the way with a league best 20-7 record. 2-2 to Castillo, swing and a miss. He went after a fastball way up high. And there's one out here in the fourth. Brings up Cade Carr, the second baseman. Charlottesville already leading second place Harrisonburg by 4 games. And Charlottesville is up by 8 games over the third place teams Covington and Stanton. Cade Carr takes low, 1-0. Again, the top 3 teams from each division make the postseason, different from last year and years before. Top 3 teams, 1-0. Swinging a liner in the center. Right there is Grant. Makes the catch, 2 outs. So if the season ended today in the North, it would be Strasburg with a bye to the second round. And Percival and Front Royal would play at Percival in a 1-game playoff. In the South, Charlottesville would have the bye, and Harrisonburg would host Covington in a best-of-1 series. Here's Chance Reisdorf. He takes low and in the dirt, but this is a 40-game season. One thing Strasburg has to remember, that game that we're going to be picking up here on Wednesday night, the continuation of the suspended game against this Front Royal team, Strasburg's trailing in that game 3-0 with 1 out in the bottom of the first. I believe it's 1 out. So that's another one where they're going to be trailing in before they even wake up on Wednesday morning, but a lot of game to go in that one, of course. 1-0. Reisdorf takes outside, 2-0. Scoreless here, bottom of the fourth. Pitching duel, pitcher's duel here. Chase Ingram for Strasburg and the lefty Aiden Bumgarner for the Cardinals, 2-0. Swinging a little chopper up the middle. That'll be fielded by King. He will throw to first in time. And another quick inning. This time Strasburg goes down 1-2-3. For the first time, well, they went down kind of 1-2-3 in the third. They faced the minimum, but they did have a base runner in there. So we are through 4 and off to the 5th. Scoreless here from Strasburg on the Express Baseball Network. And we're back to Strasburg. We go to the top of the fifth. Chase Ingram back out onto the mound. He's thrown just 39 pitches through 4 innings tonight, now 4+ innings. As the first pitch to the Front Royal catcher, Rene Lostris, is a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. Lostris with a ground out to short is only time up. We got started tonight at 6:02. It's a 6 o'clock start every Sunday here in Strasburg. So 41 pitches now for Ingram, and Bumgardner was at 56. So through 4. 0-2. Swinging a ground ball to short. Lasala on the backhand, waits on it, sets his feet, throws to first in time. And Lostris grounds out to short for the second time tonight. There's one out in the fifth.
Second baseman, number 32, Eddie Alvarez.
That is now 8 ground ball outs for Ingram so far. 5 of them have gone to the shortstop, 2 to third, and 1 to second. Here's Letty Alvarez. He grounded out to short his only time up, and he hits one high in the air to left center. It's deep, and it is gone. Alvarez hits it out of the ballpark to left center field, and the Cardinals lead it 1-0 here in the fifth. Alvarez just getting enough. Again, it's a home run ballpark here in Strasburg. 300 down the lines, 365 to straightaway center. He hit it to left and just had enough. So 1 out here in the fifth. It's 1-0 Cardinals, and here's Cooper Milford, the left fielder. He's 1 for 1 with a single, and he takes a strike, 0-1. So the Cardinals get on the board. 0-1. Fastball quickly in there, 0-2. Ingram still working with a lot of rhythm. He's ready on the rubber, and he deals. 0-2's fouled back, and we'll do it again at 0-2. Swing and a miss, and Ingram struck him out. 2 outs here in the fifth. Valley League playoffs are scheduled to begin on Friday, July 26th. Now, there are rain dates built into the schedule on the 24th and 25th, so they could, I guess, potentially start early. Not sure. Guess we'll see when we get there. The first pitch to the third baseman, Mullins, a strike, 0-1, and that's popped up. Right side, Carlo giving it a look towards the Cardinals dugout. He's still looking. He reaches, and reaching to make the catch is the first baseman, Carlo. Him and Reitsdorf both reached over the fence into the Cardinals dugout, but one comes away with it, and the inning is over. So another quick inning. However, the Cardinals able to get on the board as Letty Alvarez hit a 1-out home run to left, and it's 1-0 Cardinals as we go to the bottom of the fifth here on the Express Baseball Network.
Stop number 45, Anthony LaSala.
1-0 Front Royal as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be LaSala, Carlo, and Burkell due up for the Express against the new pitcher, Aiden Ellerts. So Aiden Bumgardner goes to Aiden Ellerts. First pitch misses up high. Watched Ellerts during warm-up pitches, and he throws hard, but he was missing a lot up and out of the zone. So we'll see if he can get his control figured out here. 1-0 to LaSala. Breaking ball falls in for a strike, 1-1. Ellerts out of Pasco Hernando Community College, 6'2" righty from Woodbridge, Virginia. Swing and a high fly ball by LaSala, but it's not going to have enough. Making the catch out there and left is Milford, and there's one out here in the 5th.
First baseman number 19, Randy Carlo, the 4th.
So one out here in the 5th inning brings up Randy Carlo, the 4th. He flew out to center his only time up. Numbers for Ellerts on the season, 8 2/3. He's got 14 strikeouts and a 3.11 ERA, so he's been very good. Carlo trying to get the Express on the board here. And he takes a breaking ball for a ball, 1-0. Bottom of the 5th inning here from Strasburg. Cardinals lead the Express 1-0. 1-0's high, 2-0. Ooh, called a strike, 1. Off the plate, called a strike, 2-1. Two-1 is laced down the third baseline. It's a fair ball past the diving Mullen. Carlo rounds first, and it gets away from the left fielder Milford into second. Standing up is Randy Carlo, the 4th, with a 1-out double. That is the second hit of the ball game for the Express.
Third baseman
Comes with one out here in the 5th inning. Carlo stung that baseball. Good effort by Mullen, but couldn't snag it. So just like that, Strasburg with a tying run in scoring position here in the bottom of the 5th. Brandon Burkell, the 3rd baseman, struck out his first time up will bat. The pitch. High, ball 1. And Burkell came into the game batting .307 for Strasburg, average down to 300 now. 1-0. Swing and a miss out in front of a breaking ball, 1-1. Carlo with a huge jump off of second base there. Not a guy that you would typically expect to see stealing, and I don't think you would steal here anyways, but got to be careful out there. Alvarez creeping in a bit. The pitch. Up and in, breaking ball nearly hit him, 2-1. Good spot here for Strasburg if Burkell can take it the other way. Takes it down and away for a ball, 3-1. Second baseman is playing way up the middle, keeping an eye, trying to hold the runner at second base in Carlo. But he's got to get back into position. First baseman playing well off the bag, but a big hole in the right side of the infield. 3-1. Inside ball 4. Burkell thought it was strike number 2. He was still standing there, but it's called a ball, and it's first and second with one out here for the Express in the bottom of the 5th. So, of course, after we went scoreless through 4 innings into the 5th, the Cardinals score 1, and now Strasburg threatening here in the 5th inning as well. Top of the lineup, it's Anthony Biakina. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a line out to left. Biakina batting from the left side here against the righty reliever, Aiden Ellerts. Fastball in there, called strike, 0-1. Outfield playing relatively straight up. Again, good hustle and great speed out there by for the Cardinals outfield. And that's popped up in fair territory, now in the foul territory, but playable. And making the catch is Mullen, and there are 2 outs.
Connor Chisholm.
So again, Strasburg with a chance here in this 5th inning. Starting to feel like it may turn out like the first, where they had a great opportunity. We'll see if Chisholm can come up big here, as he has all year long. So first and second, 2 outs for Connor Chisholm. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. He's been so good at finding the gaps this year. Takes for a ball, 1-0. Lastris didn't like it. Shortstop King out there shaking his head, throwing his arms up in the air, wondering where that was. Carlo at second, Burkell at first. Chisholm takes high, 2-0. 1-0 Cardinals, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th inning here. Strasburg 17-8. They've lost 2 in a row, trying to avoid their second 3-game losing streak of the year. 2-0. Swing and a foul back. Chisholm just getting a piece, 2-1. Both teams with just 2 hits. The righty Ellitt's trying to get through this inning for the Cardinals, swinging a foul back, and he's a strike away from doing so. He was walking off. He was walking off the field. I don't know how. I thought it was a foul ball anyways, but I guess just a swing and a miss. Okay. So pitcher Elliott thought he was out of the inning, so mentally he has checked out a bit. Let's see if he can check back in here for this final pitch. And another foul ball. We'll do it again. Again, their starter, Aiden Bumgardner, went 4 innings, allowing just 1 hit, walked 2 and struck out 3. Likely just a no decision for him because he didn't go 5. We'll see what happens later in the game. 2-2 runners go. The pitch is fouled back again. And the battle continues. Both runners had the bases stolen, but too close to take for Chisholm. Had to protect the plate, protect his AB, and we'll do it again. Chisholm 344 average. And he fouls it back again. Battle continues. We've seen 7 so far out of this battle. Pitch number 8 will be coming up momentarily. Who will win the battle? 2-2 again to Chisholm. That's in the dirt, blocked up by Lastris. And the count's full 3-2. Runners will be on the move, so if Chisholm can find the gap in right center, maybe left center, this game could have a different score. 3-2, runners go. The pitch is high, ball 4. He uncorked the breaking ball, 3-2. And the bases are juiced with 2 outs here for Strasburg. Nice job there from Chisholm, battling in that plate appearance. He was behind in the count, just kept fouling off pitch after pitch, and then interesting there to see Ellis go with a 3-2 breaking ball, and he missed up high. So Nick Licurdo has a chance here. He's 0 for 2. He's reached on an error and grounded lined into a 5-3 double play. All right, big at bat in this game right here. Front Royal leading 1-0, bottom 5. Strasburg with the bases loaded and 2 outs. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Licurdo after a fastball out of the zone. It's 0-1. Just 2 hits apiece in this game for these two teams, but the Cardinals with a big one, a solo home run in the top of this inning. 0-1. Swing and a liner foul over the heads of the third base coach and manager Cullen Smith, along with the runner at third, Randy Carlo IV. So just like that, Licurdo behind 0-2. He was on that thing just out in front. And again, Ellett's just a strike away from getting through this inning and keeping the Cardinals on top. Looks in for his signs. He comes set. The 0-2. High, ball 1. He's got a live arm. He's got a good fastball. Looks like it's in the low 90s. Maybe 91, 92. Licurdo's just got to get on one. 1-2. Breaking ball, fouls it back. It's the thing when you've got good velocity and a wipeout breaking ball like it seems Ellett's has, it can make you guess a little bit at the plate. Obviously, you're typically going to be sitting fastball, but you have to be ready for the breaking ball as well. 1-2 again. Breaking ball, that's low, 2-2. It looked good out of the hand, but then it just kept on dropping. From this vantage point, it looked like it out of the hand would have been in the strike zone, but it was not. 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball to right center. He got under it. Popple out there will make the catch. And the Express leave the bases loaded in the 5th. Cardinals lead at 1-0. We go to the 6th. Back after this on the Express Baseball Network.
Center fielder, number 28, Elijah Grant.
Strasburg stranding the bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th. As Front Royal continues to lead this game 1-0. We go to the 6th. Chase Ingram out onto the mound for at least to start this 6th inning. And it'll be 9-1-2. Grant shows bunt. He gets it down. Charging Burkell. Throw to first. Not in time. It gets away. And there goes Grant. On his way to second. He'll be there safely. It'll be a single and an E5, and that's what speed can do for you. Just lays down the bunt, and then Strasburg throws the ball away.
Right fielder, number 12, Brody Popple.
So that is the 3rd hit of the night for the Cardinals. And I talked about it last time with Grant. He's not afraid to bunt. He did it there. I don't know where Burkell was playing, if he was playing far enough up or not, but must not have been. Grant laid it down, and he was going to be safe regardless of what the throw looked like. So trouble for the Express here in the 6th inning. Top of the lineup, Brody Popple. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts so far. Let's see if they give him the bunt sign here. Burkell playing to the left of the bag at third Wouldn't be shocked to see Grant try to take off. Ingram deals. Fastball misses, ball 1. And you look at the left on base numbers. Strasburg, in a game where they trailed just 1-0, they've left 6 men on base through 5 innings. Front Royal only leaving 1 on so far. 1-0. In the dirt, 2-0. Strasburg trying to get Ingram through another inning. His pitch count has been very solid tonight. Even when he gave up the run last inning, it was still a quick inning. But in some trouble here with the top of the lineup batting. 2-0 to Popple. Swing and a high fly ball. Left center field. Moving to his right is Biakina. He makes the catch. Running to third is Grant. It is cut off. And into third base easily is Elijah Grant. That's a big insurance run moving to third base. So Popple gets the man over to third base here. And it brings up Jimmy King, the shortstop. He's over 2 with a ground out and a line out. Strasburg's going to elect to play the infield halfway in here. Now they're going to come all the way in. Try to cut down the runner at the plate. Pitch is up and in. How many times have we seen just little bloopers drop in because of the infield being played in? But Strasburg really has no choice right now. The way they've hit the ball tonight, it has not been great. 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Ingram looking for a big out right here. The 2-hitter Jimmy King. Again, Grant over there at third with plus speed. 1-1. Swing and a miss gets him to go after another one, and just like that, Ingram's ahead 1-2. See what Ingram decides to go to here. Again, Strasburg infield is playing in. 1-2, breaking ball way outside. King actually thought about it for a second, but he checked the swing and laid off. 2-2. Two is a liner up the middle. It's a base hit. Past Ingram and past the second baseman Carr, and it's 2-0.
DH number 35, Kyle Kohler.
So Grant comes in to score. RBI single for King, his first hit. Here's Kyle Kohler. So a big insurance run for Front Royal. Had him down 1-2, let him line it up the middle, past Ingram's glove and past Carr's. Runner goes, the pitch is a ball, throw to second, hits the runner, ricochets away, and moving to third is King. Stolen base and an E2. So 2-0, runner at third now. Strasburg playing very sloppy baseball here in the inning, and again they're going to go infield in. 1-0 to Kohler. Swing and a high fly ball foul and out of play, 1-1. Way late on that swing is Kohler, and it's 1-2. Back pick to third, but getting in there again is King safely. Ingram trying to get that strikeout here. It's big if he can get it. But he was ahead 1-2 last AB as well. And a pop-up in foul territory. Carlo giving it a look, but it's out of play. Oh, it's 1-2 now. Or it's still 1-2, excuse me. 1-2 swing and a miss. He struck him out. Ingram gets the punch out, blows the fastball by Kohler for the second out here in the sixth.
Number 26, Ruben Livingston.
Here's Ruben Livingston, the first baseman. He's 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs to third. Ingram looking to get through 6 solid innings tonight. The pitch, swing and a miss. Slow breaking ball. Cut right through it, 0-1. Breaking ball misses low, 1-1. Now Strasburg will have 4, 5, 6 due up in the bottom of the 6th inning. They're going to be down at least 2, but they're trying to hold it right there. Cardinals, meanwhile, trying to add on. Dangerous Livingston at the plate, 1-1. Swing and a hard liner down the left field line, but foul, and it's 1-2. Ingram a strike away from getting through 6 here tonight. The 1-2. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. And Chase Ingram, tip your cap to him. He's been fantastic tonight. He gets through 6, but his team trails 2-0. Needs them to get hitting. We'll have a pitching change for the Cardinals. We'll tell you about the new arm right after this on the Express Baseball Network. All right, we go to the bottom of the 6th. Strasburg still down 2-0. They'll face another new arm. It'll be Anthony Magliazzi. Front Royal leading 2-0, facing Eddie Castillo. First batter here in the bottom of the inning. Misses ball 1. Castillo 0 for 2 tonight. It's been a night, kind of a frustrating one for Strasburg. They've had ample opportunities. They just haven't hit the ball well. 1-0. And that's a called strike. And it's weird to say considering the torrid run they were on during that 10-game winning streak. But again, with roster attrition and other things, it's definitely hard to maintain that kind of production. 1-1's inside, 2-1. But Chase Ingram, tip your cap to him. He was incredible tonight. 6 innings, a quality start. Might not even be done yet. but he needs his offense to start scoring. 2-1. And that's over the head of Castillo. Uncorked the breaking ball, 3-1. Castillo's followed by Carr and Reisdorf here in the home half of the 6th inning. Again, Strasburg left the bases loaded in last inning, number 5. Magliozzi deals, and that's high, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk. So Castillo's on to start the inning, and it brings up Cade Carr, the tying run here in the bottom of the 6th. Magliozzi is out of Rowan College from Union, New Jersey, 6'4", righty, 230. Comes into the game with an ERA at 4.65 through 9 2/3 innings, 12 strikeouts. And that ball is crushed left field and deep, and this ball game is tied. Cade Carr with a line drive home run, getting out of this ballpark in a hurry. And just like that, it's 2-2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. How about that swing from Cade Carr? So Carr gets a first pitch fastball and drills it out of here to make it 2-2.
Catcher, number 20, Chance Reisdorf.
3rd hit of the night for the Express, and they're finally on the board here in inning number 6. And again, a leadoff walk proves to be costly. Here's Chance Reisdorf. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. That is inside for a ball, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Magliozzi has surrendered the lead, and he's trying to work through this 6th inning, keeping it right here. Strasburg trying to take the lead for the first time tonight. 1-0. And that's in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. There is some throwing, or at least some stretching and moving around down there in the Cardinals bullpen. And a good count here for Reisdorf. That's fouled back, 2-1. Chance Reisdorf, 273 average, 8 RBIs. He's 0 for 2 tonight, so he is now down to an average, well, 273 is where he is now. Hit a home run. That was right here in Strasburg, one of the first games of the season. Hit it right down the left field line. It was crushed. 2-1 breaking ball in there, according to the home plate umpire, 2-2. Two runs here in the inning for the Express, thanks to a 2-run line drive homer by Cade Carr. 2-2, and fouling it off is Reisdorf. Top of the 9th inning, Purcellville leading Winchester 6-4. Top of the 2nd, Newmarket leading Woodstock 1-0. Top of the 2nd, Covington and Culpeper scoreless. Two. Outside, 3-2. We did see that one called a strike earlier, but this time it's a ball and it's 3-2. Well, Strasburg looking to draw another walk here. They drew the leadoff walk, and now trying to draw another one here, and they do. Magliozzi throws it to the backstop, and another base runner for Strasburg here in the 6th.
45, Anthony LaSala.
Brings up the Strasburg shortstop, Anthony LaSala. He's 0 for 1. Walk in the 2nd, fly out in the 5th. Make sure you join us. Stay with us in inning number 7. We'll have some history on this day in baseball history from July 7th. See if maybe Anthony lays one down here. Big lead at first by the catcher, Reisdorf. Swing and a miss, 0-1. All the scoring in this game has come in the last 2 innings. Third to first, Reisdorf sliding, diving back in safely. And Reisdorf is picked off at second. So he took off for some reason, and he's the first out. And that's a gift for Front Royal considering Magliozzi can't throw strikes right now. But he's out at second base, and there's one out. So now it's 0-1 to La Sala, or still 0-1 to La Sala with nobody on. Just not smart base running there from the Express. Fouled back, quickly 0-2. I mean, that when a guy can't throw a strike or he's struggling and you give him a free out like that, that's a big momentum booster for him. See if Magliozzi can take advantage. He's ahead 0-2. And we apologize for any buffering or latency in our video. That pitch misses. The temperature continues to be a factor with our recording device, so that is one of the downsides to our game starting at 6 here. It makes our technology struggle a bit. 1-2 to La Sala. And he fouls it out of play. We'll do it again at 1-2.
Please return those foul balls to the train station and pick up your free spot.
Magliozzi, the righty, looking in. He will work from the windup. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom 6. The pitch to La Sala. Up and in to the backstop, 2-2. So a walk, a 2-run homer, a walk, and a pickoff here in the inning for Strasburg. Don't know if it'd be scored a pickoff or a caught stealing. Yeah, caught stealing. 2-2. La Sala fouls another one off, and we'll do it again at 2-2. Anthony, a 2-year member of the Express. He was here last year, back this year out of the University of Pittsburgh. And here's the wind in the pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside extended corner, and there's 2 outs here in the 6th. Emphatic.
First baseman.
Strike 3 called by the home plate umpire. Here's Randy Carlo, the 4th. Randy with a double down the third base line, his only time or last time up. It's unfortunate there. That was a great battle brewing there between those two. Pitcher's pitch, to say the least. Randy takes one for a strike, 0-1. Do hear bullpen activity for the Express, so expect them to go with a new arm for the 7th. Ingram will receive a no decision unless Strasburg can score a run here before the inning's over. And that is a excuse me shot into right center field, but making the running catch out there is Brody Popple, and that'll do it here in the 6th. But Strasburg does score 2 runs to tie this game up, thanks to a 2-run home run by Cade Carr through 6th and off to the 7th. 2-2 is our score here on the Express Baseball Network. Welcome back to Strasburg. We go to the top of the 7th inning. We're all tied up at 2. New pitcher for Strasburg. It'll be Aaron Schaefer relieving Chase Ingram, and he will face Lostris to lead off the inning. Cardinals catcher checks his swing. Looked like he went around. No, according to the first base umpire. 1-0. Final line for Chase Ingram. It'll be a no decision, but it's a quality start. 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. 1-0 from Schaefer. Swing and a pop-up. And behind the plate, that might get us. And it does not. Drops elsewhere. It's 1-1. Numbers on the summer for Schaefer: 12 innings, 12 strikeouts, and a 6.00 ERA. Lostris has not faced him yet this year. Takes low, 2-1. Rene Lostris 0 for 2, 2 ground outs to short. We'll get to some history here momentarily in this 7th inning. 2-1. Swing and a little nubber back to the mound. Schaefer will field. He will jog to first and underhand toss it to Carlo for the first out here in the 7th.
Second baseman, number 32, Letty Alvarez.
1 up, 1 down. Here is Letty Alvarez, the second baseman. He hit a home run to left center his last time up. The pitch. Fastball right down the middle, 0-1. Final line for Front Royal's second pitcher, Aiden Ellerts. 1 inning, 1 hit, and 2 walks. Faced 6 batters. Schaefer's 0-1, breaking ball misses. One to Letty Alvarez. The righty Schaefer showing bunt, breaking ball, taken for a ball, 2-1. Schaefer is out of Bethune-Cookman College from Davie, Florida. 2-1 misses, 3-1. Inside over the head of the batter into the backstop, and that is the first walk of the night for the Cardinals.
Left fielder, number 14, Cooper Milford.
So the first free pass. Granted, Strasburg's also committed 2 errors, but reaching is Alvarez. Here's Cooper Milford. Milford 1 for 2, struck out his last time up. Strasburg would love a ground ball here for the double play. Alvarez, big lead at first. He goes. The pitch is swung on and fouled back. That was going to be stolen easily by Alvarez. Maybe some hit and run action. Today, history notes. We will start in 1918. Today, July 7th, Rabbit Moranville gets a 10-day leave from the Navy and hits .316 in 11 games for the Braves before going back to sea. 0-1, runner goes again. That pitch is high. Reisdorf's throw to second. It's in time, and he is out. Beautiful throw from Reisdorf, his best throw of the night. And gunning out the attempted runner, Alvarez at second for out number 2. So caught stealing, score at 2-6. It's a big out for Schaefer and the Express. Milford takes a ball, 2-1. Today in 1922, Pirates outfielder Max Carey is the busiest man on the field in an 18-inning 9-8 loss to the Giants. He gets 6 hits, draws 3 walks, has 3 stolen bases. 2-1. Swinging a liner up the middle, it's a base hit, and that caught stealing really does look big right now. 5th hit of the night for the Cardinals. And for Milford, that's his second hit. Here's Nick Mullen. He's 0 for 2. So 3 stolen bases, including 1 of home. He caught 7 fly balls. And his 51 stolen bases in 53 attempts is the highest success rate ever achieved by a stolen base leader. That is Max Carey in 1922. Here's a hard hit grounder fielded at second. And dropping the ball at second base is the shortstop LaSala. Carr decided to underhand it to the second baseman instead of just going to first, and it's dropped by the shortstop, and the inning will continue. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. 3rd error of the night for the Express. It'll be an E6, and this inning is not over yet.
Center fielder number 28, Elijah Grant.
Milford to second, reaching on the E6. Again, it was a routine ground ball. Carr just decided to underhand it to LaSala, and he dropped the ball. So here's the speedy Elijah Grant. Singled his last time up. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Man, I can tell you right now, if Front Royal takes the lead here, the Express, especially those guys up the middle, are not going to feel great. Schaefer trying to work through it, throwing extra pitches that weren't going to be necessary. 0-1. Swing, and here's a nubber left side. It's going to be a tough play. Bobbling is LaSala, and reaching on an infield single is the speedy Elijah Grant, and just like that, the bases are loaded.
Right fielder number 12, Brody Pop.
He barely got a piece of that baseball, Grant did, but with his speed, he's able to beat it out. And that is part of the reason why Grant is on his way to the University of South Carolina next year. Base is full, 2 outs now for the top of the lineup, Brody Popple. And he takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Strasburg looking for a sigh of relief to get through this inning. Front Royal, meanwhile, trying to make the Express pay. 0-1. Swinging a ground ball right side. It's going to be under the glove of the second baseman into the outfield. 2 runs are going to score, and it's 4-2. An absolutely disastrous inning for the Express. Just disastrous. Nothing Schaefer can do there. No runs he allows. The rest of the inning will be earned because
Shortstop number 7, Jimmy King.
just bad defense by the Express. And they're on that one. Carr didn't reach down to make the play for some reason. Wow. Strasburg may have just handed this game away here in the 7th inning. Not many games this year where you can say they gifted the game away, but that might happen here. Runner goes, pitches a strike, 0-1. So it's 2nd and 3rd now with 2 outs. Again, this inning was all but over. But a error up the middle kept it going, and 2 singles have followed for the Cardinals. 0-1. Outside, 1-1. One to Jimmy King. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI single his last time up. And a ground ball right side. Carlo gobbles it, throws to first, and just in time, nope, it's dropped. 2 more runs are going to score, and it is completely unraveled here for the Express. It's 6-2. That'll be an error charge to Schaefer. Just a disastrous inning here for Strasburg. Hate to keep saying it, but that's 6-2.
The DH
Another error.
Kyle Kohler.
So Grant comes in to score along with Popple. No RBIs for King. Here's Kohler. That misses. 1-0. So just like that, 6-2 Cardinals here. They've scored 4 times. 4 unearned runs against the line of Aaron Schaefer. 2-1, excuse me, 0-1, fouled back, 1-1. One is a ball, 2-1. And that misses 3-1. Again, Schaefer, I mean, you can't blame him. He thought he had his inning over. I'm sure he was walking back to the dugout, as about everyone else was. 3-1. And ball 4.
First baseman, number 26, Ruben Livingston.
Time is called. We'll have a meeting at the mound. So here's Ruben Livingston, bases, first and second, 2 outs. If he can get on here, Lostris will come up for the second time this inning. The pitch. Breaking ball in there, 0-1. Of course, like it seems like it always happens, Lostris committed the first out, so he would be in position to commit possibly 2 outs in 1 inning, which almost always seems to be the case of an inning that goes all the way through, batting around. Schaefer, long look, the 0-1. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2. Well, we had a 1-out walk and then that caught stealing. Then a single error, single error walk. And the Cardinals have taken advantage. 0-2 to Livingston, the pitch. Swing and another foul back. So the Express will have to try to come from behind again. They were behind before they scored 2 in the bottom of the 6th. They're going to be down at least 4 heading to the bottom of the 7th. 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Cardinals score 4 unearned runs in the top of the 7th, and they lead it 6-2. We're back after this on the Express Baseball Network.
baseman number 8, Brandon Burkell.
And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. New pitcher for the Cardinals. It'll be Peyton Barton taking over here. Strasburg with a disastrous top of the 7th inning where they allow 4 runs and surrender the lead, or the tie. And they'll try to fight back here in the bottom of the inning. It'll be started off by the 9-hitter Brandon Burkell. He's 0 for 1 with a walk his last time up. Peyton Barton works from the stretch. 6'3" righty from Black Hawk College. That's fouled away by Burkell, 1-1. Barton on the season, he's thrown 19 2/3, 20 strikeouts, and a 4.58 ERA. Express have some work to do starting now. That's inside, and there's a leadoff hit by pitch to start the bottom of the 7th.
Center fielder number 10, A.J. Bianchina.
And here's Anthony Bianchina, the center fielder. He's 1 for 3. The leadoff hit by pitch. Wouldn't expect anything else after a 4-run inning. That's what we've seen all year long. Bunch of runs get up on the board and never a shutdown inning. Bianchina facing the righty Barton here. The pitch. Strike called, 0-1. Again, the Cardinals come into this game at 500, 13-13, third and final playoff spot, but they've been playing well as of late. Strasburg first in the North at 17-8. Just a game and a half lead. Runner goes. The pitch is fouled away, 0-2. I've got some more history today. In 1959 at Forbes Field, Hank Aaron's 8th inning single ties the score, and a triple hit by Willie Mays plates Aaron with a winning run and a 5-4 All-Star victory. Oh and 2. That is outside, 1-2. Today in 1970, Roberto Clemente's rooftop shot foils Philly, breaking a 2-2 tie as Pittsburgh prevails 4-2. Clemente's homer, reports the Pittsburgh Press. Long blast to the roof of Connie Mack Stadium. The double-decked left field seats with his 5th in the last 5 days. On this day, today in 1970. 1-2 to Bianchina. Runner goes again. He stops. Pitches a ball, 2-2. Today in 1970, Brooks Robinson cracks a 10th inning grand slam off of New York's Lindy McDaniel to give the Orioles a 6-2 win. 2-2, big lead at first. Breaking ball hit into right, it's going to be called. It continues to be one of those nights for the Express. Bianchina lines out to right for the first out here in the 7th. Here's Connor Chisholm, the DH. 0 for 1 with a walk, 2 walks and a strikeout. Today, 1974, in the opener of a doubleheader, Don Money sets a major league record for consecutive errorless games at third base with 78. 0-1, first pitch, fouled away, 0-1. Today in 1977, New York completes a 3-game sweep of Cleveland behind the 4-hit pitching of Catfish Hunter. New York wins at 8-2. Cardinals lead it 6-2, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Third to first, back in safely is Burkell. Now, as of right now, the winner, or the pitcher in line for a record win or loss would be Anthony Magliozzi. Well, he couldn't lose it now. That pitch misses, 2-1. He did give up the go-ahead 2-run bomb that tied the game. I should say the game-tying 2-run bomb, but then the Cardinals scoring their 4 in the top of the 7th, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Today in 1982, Harold Baines hits 3 consecutive home runs, including a grand slam, to lead the White Sox over the Tigers 7-0. Runner goes, 2-1 is outside, throw to second is offline, and Burkell steals second base. So he's in there safely, and the count is now 3-1 to Connor Chisholm, who is a ball away from walking for the third time tonight. Barton sets and delivers. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Today in 1993, Mets pitcher Brett Saberhagen throws a firecracker under a table near reporters at Shea Stadium, but no one is hurt. Three-two. Inside ball four, and he's walked again. Third time tonight. And the Express have first and second with one out. For Nick Licurdo, flew out to right his last time up with the bases full in the fifth. Also today in 1993 in Philadelphia, the Phillies defeat the Dodgers 7-6 in a 20-inning marathon when Lenny Dykstra hits a bases-loaded two-run double off of Rod Nichols. The game took 6 hours and 10 minutes and concluded at 1:47 a.m. in Philadelphia.
062-942, good for $100. Take that to the train station.
Meeting at the mound.
062-942.
Don't see any activity from the Cardinals bullpen, so this is all up to Barton right now. Today in 1999, the Rockies tie a 1903 Major League record by scoring in 15 consecutive innings. Phillies ace Curt Schilling ends that streak. So 2-1, 1 out. Strasburg down 4 here in the bottom of the seventh inning. Licurdo's 0 for 4. He takes in the dirt, ball one. Today in 2003, Shea Hillebrand goes 5 for 5 with 3 home runs, including 7 runs batted in and 15 total bases to lead the Diamondbacks to a 14-6 win over the Rockies. Swinging a ground ball right side through the open hole into the outfield. One will score. Moving to third is Chisholm, and moving up to second is Licurdo. And just like that, it's 6-3 here in the bottom of the seventh. Nice piece of hitting there from Nick Licurdo. Open spot right side. Second baseman was playing up the middle. And Strasburg's within 3 here in the seventh. All this after a line out. Excuse me, it was a leadoff hit by pitch. So Chisholm moving all the way to third. Great base running. It'll be a single and an RBI, and moving to second on the throw. Here's Castillo. He's the tying run. And he pops it up again. Calling it in foul territory and making the catch is the first baseman Livingston, 2 outs. So again, Castillo unable to get the job done, and here's Cade Carr. Here's the question here. Do you walk him? You put the tying run on first base with a base open. He's got potential. He hit a home run last time. And he takes a breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Couple of unproductive outs tonight for or ABs for the Express tonight. Just too many of them. 0-1. Carr checks his swing on a ball in the dirt, 1-1. I mean, you can look back throughout this game. You can look at the top of the seventh inning where none of those runs should have come across, all unearned runs. But Strasburg has not played their best game tonight, even if they are still in this thing here. 1-1. Carr, the tying run here in the seventh. Breaking ball, that's hit in the air to left field. It's pretty well hit. Backing up and having room and making the catch is Milford. And we go to the eighth, 6-3 Front Royal.
Leading off the
We go to the top of the 8th inning. Strasburg down 6-3, and the Cardinals send up Lostris, Alvarez, and Milford here against the new pitcher for the Express, Wesley Jones. Jones out of UNC Charlotte from Matthews, North Carolina, 6'4" righty, 225. Pitch to Lostris is inside, ball one. Frustrating game here for the Express, that's for sure. One-0. Breaking ball, hit foul, third base side. Score update, Purcellville and Winchester have gone to extra innings there. Purcellville blowing a lead in the 9th inning. That's who Strasburg is in a direct battle with right now in the standings. Coming in tonight, a game and a half up on the Cannons, but Purcellville, they've won 3 in a row. Strasburg, they've lost 2 in a row. And the Express have beat themselves here tonight. 1-1 to Lostris. He's 0 for 3. Ball 2. And a ground ball foul down the third base line. The count is 2-2. Newmarket leading Woodstock 2-1, bottom of the third. Covington on top of Culpeper 4-2, bottom 3. Charlottesville leading Stanton 1-0, bottom 2. And Waynesboro leading Harrisonburg 1-0, bottom 2. 2-2. Jones deals in the dirt. And it's 3-2. Games tomorrow. Strasburg will be at Purcellville, so there's a big matchup there. This Front Royal team is off tomorrow. Covington hosting Culpeper. 3-2, and a leadoff walk. It'll bring up Alvarez, the second baseman.
Second baseman, number 32, Letty Alvarez.
Jones' numbers on the season, 11 2/3, 14 strikeouts, and a 3.86 ERA. Looking for a double play ball here is Wesley Jones, the pitch. Up and in, ball one. Wouldn't be shocked to see Lostris take off because Jones is a little bit slower to the plate. High leg kick. Would be shocked if he doesn't take off here. Yeah, that's right. He did get hurt batting, so he might not. 1-0. Breaking ball in there, 1-1. Now this game was absolutely flying by through 4 innings, and then it has slowed down since. 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Express have committed 4 errors tonight. They've been costly. Third of first. Final line for Aaron Schaefer for Strasburg. 1 inning, 3 hits, 4 runs, no earned runs, 2 walks and a strikeout. He's currently on the hook. He would be the loser if things stay the same the rest of the way. 1-2, runner goes. The pitch is down and in. Throw to second, not in time. And a stolen base for Lostris, the catcher. So he feels good enough to take off there, and he gets there safely. Base hit could give the Cardinals another run. Two-two. And a ground ball to short. Hit hard, I should say, fielded by the shortstop Lasala, throwing him out at first, and there's one out. Holding at second is Lostris.
Left fielder,
Hit it on the button.
Cooper Milford.
So Alvarez hit it hard, but couldn't advance him. One out now for Cooper Milford, who had a below 200 average coming in, but he's 2 for 3 with 2 singles, a stolen base, and a run scored. Jones deals, strike called, 0-1. One is in the dirt, blocked up by Reisdorf, 1-1. And 2-1. That is low. Check swing. It didn't go. 3-1. Crazy number from the Seattle Mariners game today, featuring a former Front Royal Cardinal too, Dominic Canzone. The Mariners left 30 men on base today. 30. 3-1. Throw back to second. There is none. And I have to assume they lost the game. Yeah, they lost 5-4 in 10 innings. 30 men left on base today for the Mariners. That's incredible. Strike called, 3-2. Three-two, ball 4. Missed inside.
Third baseman, number 18, Nick Mullen.
And it's first and second now. And we've got a meeting. Nope, we've got a pinch runner, I believe. So Milford will be pulled back. And they're going to go to number 11.
Running at first base,
Chandler Ketchup. So Chandler Ketchup will run. That misses 1-0. And 2-0. To Nick Mullins, a strike, 2-1. Scores around the big leagues today. Brewers beat the Dodgers 9-2. Diamondbacks beat the Padres 9-1. Baltimore beat Oakland 6-3. 2-1 is a grounder down the third base line. It's a fair ball, and it's going to roll all the way into the corner. One will score. Ketchup being held at third. Ball is bobbled. It just continues to be one of those games for the Express, and it's 7-3.
Center fielder, number 28, Elijah Grant.
So a leadoff walk comes back to bite the Express. Time is called, and we've got a meeting at the mound. We'll step away briefly. All right, so here's Elijah Grant. Things are getting ugly again here for the Express. Second and third, one out. Grant takes a ball, 1-0. They're going to play the infield in. They want to keep it a 4-run game, keep them within one swing. One 0. Ball 2. Three and now. And Grant takes a strike, 3-1. Swing and a miss, 3-2. And struck him out. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Back to the top of the lineup, it'll be Birdie Popple. Popple takes a strike, it's 0-1. Elijah Grant, that was his 3rd inning in a row that he's come up to the plate. 3rd consecutive inning, 0-1. And that is line foul towards the Cardinals bullpen, 0-2. Strasburg going to be down at least 4 going to the bottom of the 8th inning. They will have 6, 7, and 8 due up. 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So the Cardinals get a run, but they leave men on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Strasburg trailing 7-3 here on the Express Baseball Network.
Leading off the catcher, number 20, Chance Rice.
We go to the bottom of the 8th. Strasburg 6 outs to work with as they trail 7-3. Front Royal leaving Peyton Barton on the mound. Facing Reisdorf, LaSalle, and Carlo here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Reisdorf takes way outside, ball 1. Cardinals have scored in 4 consecutive innings, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, 4 unearned runs in the 7th, and 1 in the 8th. Strasburg, meanwhile, 2 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th. This game, really, you can look back on a dropped ball at second base. Called strike on the outside corner. 1-1. 4 errors tonight for the Express. 1-1. And that one's called a ball this time, 2-1. Reisdorf, the batter, walked his last time. He's 0 for 2. Ball 3. And fouled away, 3-2. It appears Purcellville has defeated Winchester in 10 innings, 9-8, which means Strasburg's lead in the north is down to a game as of right now. 3-2. Swing and a drive into left center field. That's going to be all the way down into the gap. And Reisdorf is on his way to second with a leadoff double here in the bottom of the 8th. So Reisdorf stinging that baseball and getting into second. That is hit number 5 tonight for Strasburg. And it brings up Anthony LaSala, the shortstop. He's 0 for 2. Outside, ball 1. One of the count. Ball 2. Again, we've seen multiple times tonight. Strasburg has tried to hand it away, but Front Royal, they've kind of been pushing it back towards Strasburg like they don't want to take it. It's just a lot of back and forth, kind of like both teams kind of beating themselves in different moments. But right now, the Cardinals holding a 7-3 lead late here, bottom of the 8th inning. Strasburg trying to chip away. Leadoff double by Reisdorf, and now a 2-0 count to LaSala with Randy Carlo the 4th on deck. Barton sets, and the 2-0. Swinging a pop-up. How many of those have we seen tonight? This time it's going to get out of play. Seen multiple tonight be huge outs for the Express. They've had great opportunities and just haven't cashed in. LaSala, a good oppo hitter, though. He could drop it into right here. 2-0, he's going to pull one down the left field line. That is a fair ball into the corner. LaSala is going to bring Reisdorf in, throw to second, not in time, and Strasburg's within 3 here in the 8th. So they switch spots out there on the bases. LaSala with a double, back-to-back doubles here in the 8th.
Randy Carlo, the 4th.
First hit tonight for Anthony, and here's Carlo the 4th. He's 1 for 3 with a double. Still no bullpen activity for Front Royal, which is interesting. They're letting Barton come back out for a second inning of work and have no one ready to go as of yet. One swing, and Carlo can make this a 1-run game. Swing and a miss. He tried to. It's 0-1. Oh, 1. That's way outside. They're setting up outside on him, trying to get him. We've seen him kind of lunge for baseballs off the plate, and sometimes it's worked out for him. It nearly worked out for him earlier tonight, but catch was made by Popple earlier. 1-1. Fastball called, strike 2, 1-2. 7-4 Cardinals. Strasburg answering back to the run that they allowed in the top of the inning. There is some activity now for the Cardinals in the bullpen. 1-2. Swing and a foul back. Again, you see him lunging off balance, kind of. One of his arms are flying off the bat. One of his hands are coming off the bat. Not getting a two-hand powerful swing in, and that's what Front Royal wants him to do. They want him to be off balance. Looks like the Cardinals have a submariner getting hot in the bullpen. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Foul tip into the glove. 1 out here in the 8th. Brings up Brandon Burkell, the third baseman.
Number 8, Brandon Burkell.
Runner goes, pitches to the backstop. It'll be a stolen base, and moving to third is La Sala. Okay, again, this game is becoming much closer than Front Royal would like to see now. 1-0, and that's a ground ball up the middle. It's going to be fielded by the shortstop. They're going to surrender the run. Coming in to score from third is La Sala, but at this point in the game, it's becoming an outs issue for Strasburg. They're within 2, but they have 4 more outs to work with.
Now batting number 10, A.J. Bianchina.
RBI ground out for Burkell. Here's Bianchina. He's 1 for 4. It could easily be 3 for 4. That's way outside. 1-0. Chisholm's on deck. He would be the tying run. Chisholm, no home runs in regular play, but he does have a home run. He hit it in the All-Star game. That was at Percival. 1-0. That's low. 2-0. And again, I look down to the Cardinals bullpen. There's nothing. So I don't know if they've burned through their arms or they burned through the arms that they want to use to this point and trying to get Barton through this inning. I don't know. (2-0) to Bianchina. Fastball in there, 2-1. Yeah, you just need base runners at this point. Strasburg down 7-5, bottom 8, 2 outs. 3-1. Catcher Lastris tried to really pull that thing back to the zone, but didn't get the call. So a ball here would bring the tying run to the plate here in the bottom of the 8th. Barton from the stretch, the pitch. And it's lined down the third base line. It's a fair ball, and it's going to trickle away from the left fielder, Bianchina, into second with a 2-out double. He has been just peppering the ball tonight. Could easily be 4 for 5 right now. A couple of his hits have just been, just had a little bit too much air. But again, he gets the job done. He's on second, and the tying run comes to the plate here in the 8th in Connor Chisholm. Still no activity for the Cardinals bullpen. Chisholm the batter. Swing and a miss. He has walked 3 times tonight and struck out once. 3 doubles in the inning for Strasburg. Peyton Barton looking for 1 more out to send this to the 9th. 0-1. That's high. 1-1. Chisholm followed by Lacurdo here on the bottom of the 8th. Runner goes, the pitch is high, throw to third, and he is out.
What is he doing trying to steal third?
Called out trying to take third base is Bianchina. He was safe, but they call him out, and the inning is over. So Strasburg scores 2 runs, but they will remain down by 2 as we go to the 9th in a game that they're going to want to flush out of their head regardless of if they win or not. We'll be back after this as we go to the 9th. And we go to the 9th inning. Strasburg down 7-5. New pitcher once again. It'll be their 4th arm of the night, Brody Slayton. Slayton out of Panola Junior College from Longview, Texas. 6'6" righty, 205. He will face 2-3-4 in this lineup. First pitch is Jimmy King fouling it away, 0-1. Final line for Wesley Jones for the Express. 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Again, as of right now, Magliozzi is still in line for the win, even though he did allow 2 earned runs. Slayton's 0-1 way outside, 1-1. It would be a bad luck loss for Aaron Schaefer, a guy that gave up 4 runs and none of them were earned. 1-1. Fouled back, 1-2.
Change that rule, make it an earned run and pitch for next year. Guess that's a fielding stat, not a pitching stat.
1-2. Swing and a foul back. Held on to.
No.
And no, not going to say held on.
He's honestly said it.
Reisdorf said he held on. Batter said no. First base umpire said no. Home plate umpire said I have no idea. 1-2. Slayton kicks and deals, and that is hit in the center. Biakina is there to make the catch. And Jimmy King is retired. He, for the 4th time tonight, he's 1 for 5 now.
The batter, number 35, Kyle Kohler.
Here's Kyle Kohler. He's 0 for 3, walked back in the 7th. You looked at this Front Royal lineup tonight. Only one guy has 2 hits. That's Elijah Grant, the 9-hitter, 2 for 4. But Brody Popple with a big hit. He's got 2 RBIs. Ball 1. Yeah, Milford too as well. He was checked out of the game, replaced. Kohler fouls it back, 1-1. Strasburg will have Lacurdo, Castillo, and Carr due up in the 9th inning. Excuse me, it'll be Chisholm, Lacurdo, and Castillo. Swing and a miss, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Slayton looking in for the signs. He kicks and deals. Breaking ball in the dirt. Check swing. It didn't go, 2-2. Well, if we go to extra innings tonight, we might hit the 3-hour mark. Slayton deals, and that is called a ball. Bottom of the zone for ball 3. Slayton trying to avoid the walk, and he can as it's popped up in the infield. Charging second baseman Carr makes the catch. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. So 2 up, 2 down for Front Royal. Here's Ruben Livingston. He's 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts and 2 ground outs to third.
26, Ruben Livingston.
Slayton's now up to 6 innings here on the season, 5 strikeouts and a 10.13 ERA. That's a ground ball into the hole. Shortstop sets his feet. Long throw to first by LaSala's in time, and a 1-2-3 inning by Brody Slayton. All right, can Front Royal finish it? It hasn't looked like either team has wanted to win this game, but the Cardinals are 3 outs away from doing so. And who will do the pitching? Looks like it'll be a new arm when we return here on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. And we're off to the bottom of the 9th inning. It's a save situation for Sabian Rivera. He will take over here facing the 2-3-4 hitters in this Strasburg lineup. Rivera gets a swing and a miss of Connor Chisholm. It's 0-1. Chisholm was up last half inning when Biakina was thrown out trying to steal third. Chisholm, a strikeout and 3 walks, 0-1. Swing and a miss, just blowing it by him with heat. Great velocity, 0-2. Rivera, 20 innings, 20 and a third, 13 strikeouts, and a 6.20 ERA. But he's ahead here, 0-2. And a liner up the middle. It's a base hit on an 0-2 pitch. The tying run will step to the plate here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Chisholm's first hit is a big one here.
Number 4, Nick Locurto.
And it brings up Nick Locurto, the tying run here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Strasburg now with 8 hits. Locurto, 1 for 4, single and an RBI his last time. Ball outside, 1-0. Castillo's on deck. Oh, he would love to get some revenge. It's been a frustrating night for Castillo at the plate. 1-0. In the dirt, 2-0. Rivera, we've seen him this year earlier in the year. I don't think it was in a 9th inning role. Because again, before the last time these two teams played over at Front Royal, Strasburg hadn't lost to the Cardinals. 2-0, Rivera deals. Fastball in there, 2-1. Rivera, 6-foot righty, 190 from Harford Community College out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Locurto batting .250 against him this summer. It's a ground ball to short. This could be 2. Going to second for 1. Back to first. Not in time. And beating it out is Licurdo, but the Cardinals get a big first out. I think he went sidearm on that pitch. He changed his arm
Number 9, Eddie Castillo.
slot and got the out. So 6-4 on the putout. And here's Castillo. He's the tying run, and he takes low 1-0. So now we're seeing him go from the side a little bit. He was fully over top. Now he's going sidearm, trying to be confusing to the hitters. Now he goes back over top, and it's a strike, 1-1. Definitely some deception there, changing your arm slot every other pitch. 1-1, and that's line to left. That's going to drop for a base hit. It bounces, but making the snag out there is Ketchup, keeping it in front of him. But the Express have the tying run at first, and the winning run coming to the plate here in Cade Carr.
The batter, number 5, Cade Carr.
So it's not over yet, folks. Front Royal is still not shown that they want to win this game. Still looking for someone to take it. Cade Carr hit a big home run in the 6th. It was, at the time, a game-tying home run. He just missed a home run his last time up. It would have been a 3-run shot. And he bats here in the bottom of the 9th with Strasburg down 2. And it's fouled away, 0-1. Tying run at first, tying run at first, winning run at the plate here with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th inning. Lostris going to go out and talk to the pitcher, Rivera. Cardinals using, looks like another visit here. You know, they always tell us that's 1, that's 2, but then we never know because it never gets to anything else. All right, Cardinals 2 outs away from winning it. Strasburg 1 swing away from winning it. 0-1 to Cade Carr. Rivera looking for the save here in the 9th. Swing and a miss, 0-2. On deck, Chance Reisdorf, the catcher. Strasburg just looking for a ball into the gap to possibly tie it. Castillo at first, Licurdo at second. 0-2 the pitch. Swing and another chopper. It's going to be a ground ball to third. Fielding it, throwing the first in time. Heck of a play there by Mullen. And there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th. A single, though, would likely tie the game. Heck of a play right there. First looked like it was going to be foul, and then looked like he may beat it out. Instead, it comes down to Reisdorf here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Reisdorf with a double his last time up. A single here should tie the game, but we've seen crazier endings, and it would make sense for something crazy to happen here. The pitch. Reisdorf fouls it away, 0-1. And what's been a frustrating game for the Express, they're down to their final 2 strikes, yet a single could tie this thing up here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Front Royal trying to get a game above 500. 0-1. Swing and a ground ball left side. It's a base hit. 1 will score, and the tying run comes in to score here in the bottom of the 9th, and it's 7-all. Chance Reisdorf with a 2 RBI base hit through the hole in the left side. And just like that, it's 7-7 here in the bottom of the 9th inning. It's a blown save for Sabian Rivera, and we are still looking for someone that wants to win this ball game. How about that? Licurdo and Castillo both come in to score. Reisdorf coming up huge the last 2 innings. Here's La Sala. A double into the gap could win it. Rivera deals it to strike. Well, I was talking about extra innings earlier and getting to the 9 o'clock hour. We may be heading that way. We'll see. 0-1 the count to La Sala. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Strasburg has come back to tie it with 2 runs here in the bottom of the 9th inning. And they're trying to win it here. Reitsdorf at first. The pitch to LaSala. Swinging a chopper left side. Going to be fielded by Mullen. Throw to first is in time. And we are headed to free baseball here from Strasburg. We go to the 10th at 7-7. We're back after this on the Express Baseball Network. And welcome back to Strasburg. We go to the top of the 10th inning. Front Royal will place a runner at second base as part of the international tiebreaker rule. Ruben Livingston will head to second as he recorded the final out in the 9th. And we somehow go to the 10th inning here tonight from Strasburg. It'll be Rene Lastris, the catcher, batting. And it'll be interesting to see how Front Royal plays this year. As the away team, personally, I don't think you should bunt. But we'll see if that's what they want to do with Lastris at the plate. Brody Slayton back onto the mound for the Express. He does not show bunt, and a breaking ball misses for a ball, 1-0. So big for the away team to not only try to score one, but to try to score two here with this ghost runner format in extras. 1-0 to Lastris. Swinging a ground ball to third. It hits a spot in the field. And the runner's coming home. Here's the throw to the plate, and it is not in time. And just like that, Front Royal takes the lead. It's 8-7. So the field assists the Cardinals there in a big way. Burkell couldn't have done anything, really. But scoring is an unearned run in Livingston. And just like that, it's 8-7.
Now batting number 9, Thomas White.
So here is Thomas White batting here for the first time. He chops it foul, 0-1. So Thomas White fouls it off, 0-1. So Front Royal scoring a run with the ghost runner at second. Base hit to left by Lastris on a ball that hit the grass and just flew over the third baseman's head. And that is lined to left. That's a base hit, and great start to the inning for the Cardinals. Back-to-back hits, and now this is where you sacrifice. It brings up Cooper Milford. Excuse me, no, it's Ketchup.
The batter, number 11, Chandler Ketchup.
Chandler Ketchup here. This is an obvious sacrifice spot, so Strasburg's got to be expecting that. He will lay it down. It's just a matter of first base side or third base side. He does not show, and it's a ball. Don't really understand that at all. But they're going to let him swing away here with nobody out in the top of the 10th. Maybe. So far they are. Third baseman Burkell playing in. Now he will show. He will get it down in front of the plate. Catcher throws to first, and he throws it all the way down the right field line. And a disaster for the Express. One will score, two will score. Ketchup on his way to third. He's there easily. The ball gets away, and now he's going home. Nope, he's going to stop. Just a bad play there from the catcher, Reisdorf, who tied the game just moments ago on a hit.
Third baseman, number 18, Nick Bullen.
Just an ugly performance from the Express tonight. Just flat out ugly. Has not been good. It's amazing that they're even in this game, really, the way they've played. 5 errors tonight. 5 errors. The inning continues. It's 10-7 here in the 10th inning. Still nobody out. Fouled back. So it'll be scored in E2 on the throw. Lostris and Alvarez scoring. And Ketchup all the way to third. 1-1. And that is hit in the right center. That'll get another run in. So it's going to be 11-7. Castillo gets under it to make the catch. Third of the plate is cut off. Strasburg, oh, now they're going to appeal to third, and he is out. They call him out at third base. Okay, so if Strasburg catches an absolute break right there, they call Ketchup out at third for leaving prematurely, and there are 2 outs. So it'll be a double play. It's going to go 9-3-5, I believe. Wow, that's something you don't see every day. So it's 2 outs now, and here's Grant. So Ketchup called out on appeal on the tag up. 0-1 to Grant in the dirt. Wow. That's odd. One to Grant. Swing and a miss. 1-2. I was talking about Front Royal. They want to score 1, but they really want to score 2. And, well, they've scored 3 so far, thanks to another error by the Express. They have just beat themselves all night long. 1-2, fouled back. The runner at second base will be Anthony LaSala in the 10th inning for the Express. At least that's who's scheduled to run. Grant takes down and low, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Slayton deals. Fouled back again, still 2-2. We haven't surpassed the 3-hour mark quite yet. Which is kind of odd when you look at a game in the 10th inning, but again, it was moving very quickly through the first 4+. That misses, 3-2. Fouled back again. Grant just peppering and staying alive.
Foul balls to the train station. Thank you.
And strike 3 called. Grant goes down looking. Slayton staring him down a bit. But that'll do it in the top of the 10th. A very successful top of the 10th inning for the visiting Cardinals. Let's see if they can finish it off this time. Sabian Rivera coming back out, trying to get it done here in the bottom of the 10th as Strasburg trails 10-7. We're back after this on the Express Baseball Network. Well, here we go again. Bottom of the 10th inning. Strasburg down by 3. This has been a crazy game, and for a lot of the wrong reasons, but Strasburg still has a chance here. Ghost runner placed at second is La Sala. Sabian Rivera back out onto the mound again. He blew the save in the 9th, but now he's in line to win it if he can get 3 more outs. Carlo Burkel in the top of the lineup here for Strasburg. Cardinals with 3 runs in the 10th inning. Another big error for Strasburg. 1-0, ground ball to short, and that's going to be routine for King. He throws to first in time, and there's 1 out here in the 10th. He did sting it hard, but right at him. Here's Brandon Burkel, the third baseman.
Number 8, Brandon Burkel.
So Burkel trying to keep the carousel rolling here. That's in the dirt. Ball 1. Last thing you want to do if you're Front Royal is allow the tying run to get to the plate again, because you never know in this ballpark. 300 feet down the left and right field lines, deepest part 365 to center. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Burkel very tardy there, 1-1. Again, Strasburg is at Purcellville tomorrow. That's going to be a huge game, because if Strasburg loses, their lead in the North will only be half a game. They have struggled lately with Purcellville. 1-1. Swinging a chopper foul left side. Again, Strasburg last year, I mean, they were the number 1, number 2 team for most of the season. They got to early to mid-July, and roster started to thin out, and they just fell on their face. They had a lot of talent all year last season, and hoping that doesn't begin to happen here. That ball's in the dirt. I guess it already has happened some. Moving to third on the wild pitch is La Sala. And the count's 2-2. It's one thing that's becoming more and more prominent, and it's definitely frustrating in the Valley League especially, is these, guys are there for 3/4 of the season. They go home before the playoffs. That ball's hit well to left. It's not going to leave the park, though. And coming in and making the catch. Runner trying to tag. Here's a throw to the plate. It gets away. Scoring is an unearned run. It's La Sala, and it's 10-8, but the Express are down to their final out here in the bottom of the 10th.
The batter, number 10, A.J. Bianchina.
There's Bianchina. He's had a great night, 2 for 5. Could be even better, but some baseballs hung up just a little bit too long for him. Swing and a miss, 0-1. That's outside all the way to the backstop. And Bianchina fouls it back, and Strasburg is a strike away here as we are about to hit the 3-hour mark on the dot. They're a strike away from losing their 3rd game in a row for only the 2nd time here this summer. Cardinals trying to get back above 500. The pitch is fouled away, and it's still 1-2. Bianchina has to get on to bring up Chisholm. Try to keep this thing going. 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and this game ends right at 9:02, exactly 3 hours in. And the Express fall to the Cardinals tonight 10-8 and have lost their 3rd consecutive game here in 2024. Final score tonight in 10 innings. Front Royal 10 and Strasburg 8. Winning pitcher tonight is Sabian Rivera. The loser is Brody Slayton. There is a blown save attached to Sabian Rivera. But he gets the win along with his team. Front Royal is up to 14-13 on the season. They've now beaten Strasburg in 2 consecutive games. Meanwhile, Strasburg falls to 17-9. They have hit a tough spot here the last few days, and this is not the time of the year where you really want to start struggling. But they lose here tonight at home to the Cardinals. Final line score here in this one. Front Royal in 10 innings wins it. 10 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. Strasburg, 8 runs, 10 hits, and 5 errors. Strasburg just made too many mistakes tonight. 5 errors, including a big blow-up in the 7th inning, 4 unearned runs. And Strasburg just beat themselves, really. That's what it comes down to here tonight. But Front Royal wins it. They're up to 14-13. Cardinals are off tomorrow. Strasburg's at Percival for a game to kind of settle who will be in first place heading into Tuesday night. Thank you for joining us here tonight from Strasburg. Biakina led the way for the Express. He had 2 hits. Reisdorf 2 for 4 with a couple of RBIs. Carr was 1 for 5, 2-run homer. Burkell 1 for 2 with an RBI. And for the Cardinals, Popple 1 for 5, 2 RBIs. Lostris 1 for 4 with an RBI. And Milford 2 for 3 on the night. Thank you for joining us here from Strasburg. The Express fall to the Cardinals 10-8. We will be back here on, we will be back here on Wednesday night in a game that Strasburg will start down 3-0 against this very Front Royal team. That'll be the continuation of the suspended game from a couple of weeks ago. Have a great rest of your evening. We'll talk to you again on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Strasburg falls tonight to Front Royal 10-8. And this is Kyle Gutschall signing off for the 2024 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League.